Hi, I'm Martin Bell and welcome to beautiful Santa Barbara. We're standing in front of a Victorian farmhouse that was built about 110 years ago, the original portion. Since then a lot of modifications have been made and I'd like to show you what we've done, so follow me. Let's take a look. This porch is not part of the original farmhouse. It was added sometime later in the initial remodel. So what we had to do was tear everything off and replace all of the framing you see because of dry rot, and then reframed, re-roofed, and on top of that there's a corrugated metal roofing that is now supported by battens that have been hot mopped so that it's impossible for any water to penetrate as it happened before. So we're on the upstairs porch right over the kitchen, and we're taking a look at the spires that are on the roof here. Those spires, interestingly enough, happen to be one of the favorite haunts of woodpeckers, and woodpeckers would come and peck on all of those spires. So what we had to do is we had to remove them all and then put Formica bases on them. We laminated the bases with Formica so that way when the woodpecker pecked, that was it for the woodpecker. No problems since then. We've walked around to the back side of the house now. This is the west fascia of the house. And what happened was, in the original construction, there was a water fitting located below that exterior shower. And over the years that fitting leaked within the house. And as a result, pariah, which is a wood-destroying mold, spread its way behind all of the facing on the house. So what we had to do was we had to come in and remove all of the facing, remove the paper that was underneath that, and then the plywood sheathing to get to the framing. And we had to replace a lot of framing, and then the reverse process to get it back where it is. So while we finished here, let's head over to the south side of the house and take a look at the office. Windows that you see were full-length windows. We took them to our shop and had them modified. We had the frames modified to fit the new opening size, and then new windows were made to fit the frames. Let's go inside and I'll show you what we did in there. So we've now entered the office, and what we did in here was we did a lot of casement work. We did new bookcases for the entire office. The owner has a rather large collection of antique books and memorabilia and some statuary that he's picked up around the world. Let's take a walk over to the garage and I'll show you what we did there. One thing about this residence is the enormous amount of detail that's needed, and when the homeowners came to us to ask us to raise the garage to put in an office above, well, we thought that would be another challenge we'd take on. So let's take a look at that. Follow me. So here we are on the south side of the house. We're looking at the south side of the garage. Believe it or not, this garage was actually 3 feet shorter than it is. And the homeowners wanted to put an office in there, so what we had to do was raise the roof of the garage 3 feet. And we did that in one piece. We cut around the entire perimeter of the garage, raised it 3 feet, and then built a cripple wall around the entire thing, and then put siding back up on top of that. They also had us put in a restroom up there, and that leads to another interesting story regarding this project. The homeowners asked us to put a bathroom upstairs in the offices. One of the problems with that is that the sewer line is located about 200 feet to the south, and it's uphill. So what we had to do is we had to install an ejector pump. So what happens when the sewage comes down through this pipe, it goes into a holding tank, and when the tank reaches a certain level, the pump then pumps the sewage and waste down the line to the main sewer line. Also, in Santa Barbara, there are a lot of winds, and power goes out all the time. The homeowners are really computer dependent, and they didn't want to lose power. So what we did was we put in an emergency generator for them. This is a gas-powered generator, natural gas, and if there's ever a power outage, the generator kicks on automatically, and it provides them a minimal amount of lighting inside it. At least it keeps their refrigerator going, their computers, and some lights so that they're not left completely in the dark. So that's it from Santa Barbara. I want to thank you very much for joining me. I'm Martin Bell.